Guys, Dakara here, welcome back to my channel, and today we're on Season 2, Episode 10 of Fringe. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and get straight into it. Here we go.
Flowers in her hair.
What kind of flowers?
I'm not sure.
Is that Meredith Grey's dad?
The flowers in her hair are heather.
Oh, I think so, yes.
Oh wait, it's him.
I assure you there will be no pain.
Every episode at this point. I mean, what in the rockery is that? It's a no from me.
Hold on. We've got activity. Code break, quarter B.
Jesus.
We have 2 minutes, maybe 3.
My sincere apologies. I'd rather not leave you in such a state.
I do love this guy's voice.
Mr. Slater?
Help me.
Fun.
Special Agent Olivia Dunham with the FBI.
And you're Dr. Bishop?
Yes. And I'm perfectly safe.
Basically, two guys broke in, cut a big hole in his head, and did what? Drove him insane?
As unlikely as it sounds, yes. Mr. Slater's brain is structurally intact.
But what struck me was that I felt unburdened. Like my mind had had a spring cleaning. Like I was suddenly
Free.
I want to hear what Walter's thinking right now.
Lucky man. 17 years I was in St. Clair's, never a single visitor. I wasn't trying to make you feel guilty, son. It was just an observation.
He just makes me want to cry.
A remedy for insanity, as you can imagine. I have thought long and hard about it.
I wonder if he's got something been put in his head.
Freeze it right there when he turns around. I know that face.
Where do you know him from?
From Laston Henning's Cryonics. Thomas Jerome Newton.
I mean, well spotted, because that would have gone right over my head if I was in her position. Guess that's why I'm not. Leave it to the professionals. I can't even spot an observer.
And William Bell told me the man with that mark would try to open a corridor from our universe to the other side.
Oh, she's been real open with them all. Okay.
Global destruction. Biblical proportions.
Brills is like, for God's sake, can you not just lie to me?
You're leaving out the part where they apparently cured him. As opening moves go, that one's pretty strange.
Maybe they're the ones that made him sick in the first place, though. They're like, thanks for being the host for 17 years.
You think that someone made him crazy on purpose?
It's a theory.
Why would someone do that, Walter? Make someone crazy?
Make them insusceptible to interrogation, for one.
14 years ago, Dr. Paris set up an
14, not 17.
Oh, this is interesting. In the same week, he wrote the same prescription for 2 other patients.
Last Tuesday morning, I woke up and it was gone, just like that.
But do you mind if we take a look at your head?
My head?
Yeah, it should only take a minute.
It's here. Fresh scar, but there are no sutures.
So weird.
Dr. Paris refers him to a mental hospital with the psychiatric equivalent of a cough, which then develops into full-blown schizophrenia. 2 days ago, he miraculously recovers.
You know, all my life I've been able to understand what drives people.
This isn't just your fight.
The way that he looks directly into her soul when he says these things.
He stored the brain tissue inside of another brain. Normally that would be interpreted as machine error, but this is not a machine error. This is foreign tissue.
That's why they were all on anti-rejection drugs.
God, he's good, isn't he?
So why cut out someone's brain and store it inside other people? And whose brain is it?
That's a good question, of course.
Can I, speak to you a moment?
Is this going to be something to do with Walter?
Walter, you said that you never had any visitors in your time at St. Clair's, right?
Has he got...
Dr. Paris visited you on 6 separate occasions.
Has he got something in his head?
You mind if I take a look at your head? It's there.
shut the front door.
There's definitely a scar.
Yeah, but whoa. If they remove whatever this thing is that's in his brain, is it going to change Walter? Because I don't know if I'm okay with that.
I don't do Valium nearly enough. It's a good idea. 50 milligrams, please.
Well, that's quite a high dosage.
I have quite a high tolerance.
She's like, all right, yeah, why not?
You're going to be fine. It's a routine procedure.
What do you think that man did to me?
I'm scared that we're not going to get Walter. That's what I'm scared of. Like, it could alter him in a big way, couldn't it? He's nervous. I can see it in his eyes.
What do you think that's like for him? Wishing that he could turn back the clock to before he went crazy.
Going crazy made him a better person. It certainly made him a better father.
And that's why I'm so scared that they're going to change him.
I should have visited him in St. Clair's.
Don't do this, Peter.
You're making up for that now.
What a perfect thing to say.
I've reviewed the scans of your father's brain.
And?
You should take a look.
I'm not ready. I'm not prepared.
I'm not following.
Walter didn't have brain tissue implanted. He had it removed. Doctor, do you have the scans of the other 3 patients?
Sure.
What are you thinking?
This is the piece they put in Slater.
Have they taken bits of Walter and put it in these other patients?
It's in the lab. We should go.
Walter.
No, you do the driving. I might puke in your car.
Why don't you stay here and rest? And let me get it?
Oh no, is he blagging her? I hope he's not blagging her. I mean, he doesn't look like he is. He looks genuine.
I'll be back.
He's sweating and everything.
Bell told you that Newton wants to open the door to the other side. Well, we already know that Walter's done that. He just can't remember how. He literally had the memories removed.
No way.
Crazy.
You would need to implant the memories into a brain that could interpret them.
Walter.
You gotta get back there. Walter is in danger.
I'm on my way.
Oh no, she's too late.
Don't have to wake the whole neighborhood.
Oh, don't answer it, please.
Hello, Dr. Bishop.
The chills that I have. I'm too invested in this show.
He implanted a transponder chip into his neck so that if he ever got lost...
Of course. I should have got there quicker.
Hold still, please. This won't hurt a bit.
So they're going to put Walter's memories back into his head, force him to tell them how to open the gate.
Boston PD is sending an entry apprehension unit. I'm sending them to your location.
Thank you, Daddy Broyles.
The human brain is a fascinating organ.
His voice is so good.
Down here! Go! Walter?
Have they took it out of his neck? They did? They took it out of his neck? How did they know that?
Are you trying to fix me?
I'm afraid not. I'm sorry, I know this is difficult.
You have no idea. This is killing me.
The connection is complete.
Now, Dr. Bishop. You do know where you are, don't you?
Of course I do. This is my home.
Are you going to pretend that you're willing to lose him again?
Oh my god, I don't like that threat.
Tell me about the door.
His entire facial expressions changed at the mention of Peter and the threat that Peter is going to be taken away from him. That look said a lot.
We got company.
They're here.
That's okay. We're done. We've got what we need.
Oh, they know. He told him about the door?
My apologies, Dr. Bishop.
Walter! Walter! Can you hear me? Walter!
Help me.
Freeze, FBI!
Take the wheel out. Shoot the tire. Dang it. Oh, she went for the window. Holy Jesus. There we go. Ain't nothing wrong with her shot. The other guy's not in there. He ain't in there, is he? Oh, he is. Holy Jesus, I did not see him there.
Step down slowly.
Is he gonna say, hello, Olivia? Or Olive?
Twitch, and you won't have a head left to refreeze.
Guess not. I thought he was gonna be like, oh, hello, because he maybe recognized her from the other side.
Hello, son.
Walter?
Hey, Walter, look at me. Walter!
I injected him with a neurotoxin, and unless he gets the antidote, in 4 minutes, it will kill him.
You're bluffing.
Was not prepared for that.
Now hand me your phone. When I hear you go back into the house from Peter's phone, I'll tell you what to do.
You're crazy if you think I'm letting you go.
I think he's dying. Oh, God. Walter! Walter!
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Give him the fucking phone, Olivia.
1 minute, 45.
Olivia, please.
Me? Or Walter Bishop?
Go to hell. Okay, you son of a bitch.
Blue, yellow, red. And Olivia. Now I know how weak you are.
I don't think that made her weak. I think that made her really strong, actually. So.
I have a terrible headache and a sudden craving for chicken wings.
Story of my life, Walter. A headache and craving for chicken wings.
And Dr. Paris?
Nothing has vanished. So all we have is more questions.
I suspect that's the way this is going to be. The more answers we get, the more questions they'll lead to. Despite what you think, you made a rational choice, not an emotional one.
Oh, God, I love him.
There's only one Walter Bishop. And we'll be meeting him before this is over.
Yes.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I love this show. It's so good. It's brilliant.
I should have visited you, Walter.
No, don't do this to me now. I'm too fragile.
If you had, I probably wouldn't have remembered anyway.
A little smile. Like, can he not?
He's ready, Dr. Paris.
The system is completely clean. No sedatives.
Dr. Paris is William Bleeding Bell.
Hello, Walter.
You little sod.
But what you've accomplished is just too dangerous. You designed a door to the other side. I want you to think about that door.
I'll tell you what's confusing me about that. His age and William Bell's age. Like, when the frick did that happen? I have questions. Unbelievable episode. Highly emotional. I think with Walter, I've always gravitated towards him from the get-go. He just seems like such a precious person. And obviously, I know more about him as each episode goes by. And I think this episode really allowed me to recognise how much I appreciate this version of Walter. Because at the thought of them potentially putting some memories back in Walter's brain, or even removing something out of Walter's brain, the fear was so real. And you could see through Walter as well when he saw the other guy who was potentially crazy for 14 years, had something removed from his brain. Obviously now we know what that thing was. By the time we didn't know, and then suddenly he's fine. You could see how Walter was putting himself in that position and being like, wow, I wish someone could do that to me. You know, they take away some of his mind and then he's quote unquote cured. But I agree with what Olivia said. This version of Walter is a better version of him, because prior to that, he had questionable morals. He seemed very, I mean, they don't know that now, but he seems very one-track minded. It was just Peter, Peter, Peter. And he was going to do anything to get Peter back. And if you think about how that could have endangered multiple worlds and the world that they're in and all that, like the balance is off through something that Walter created through this door. What blows my mind as well is that William Bell and Walter are supposedly friends. I mean, Walter looking at him and saying, "I'm scared, Belly." William comforting Walter in that time. It seemed uncomfortable to me, like William was using Walter's brain for his own personal gain. I could be way off base there. Maybe he absolutely adores Walter and this is the hardest thing he's ever had to do. Maybe Walter forced him into doing this. Another version of Walter forced him into doing this. Honestly, I no clue. But from what I have seen, I wanted to trust William Bell because of Nina and how he was what appeared to be open to Olivia. Whereas now I'm just like, you gotta trust your gut as well. The fact that he is funding the ZFT as well and all of these experiments that have gone AWOL is all behind William Bell. I'm gonna hazard a guess that he is the villain of Fringe. Obviously there's grey areas, but if he hurts Walter, that's all I need to know to make my decision on what kind of guy William Bell is. Oof. The twists in this one though, absolutely fantastic. And like I say, the fear that I felt when there was a chance that Walter was going to be altered in some way, hated it. But again, it was great writing because it made me, it reassured me on my opinions on Walter and how much I love him, and I just want him to be the best version of himself. And it appears like this is the best version. But the stuff with Peter in this, oh my days. So emotional. When he was pleading for Olivia, like, "I need your help, please, Olivia. Olivia, please, come back here. I need you, Olivia." I was like, "Olivia, please, just do as the man says." And I'm so glad that she did. And for that evil British guy to turn around and say, "Thanks, Olivia, now I know how weak you are." Oh, God, it grinds my gears. But Broyles steps in, reassures Olivia, like the absolute king that he is. And I agree with everything he said. Because Walter is going to be a key piece of this puzzle. So if she allowed Walter to die in that moment, they'd only be screwing themselves over further down the line anyway. So it's like a lose-lose in some ways. But in this way, much happier. Plus her relationship with them is going to be solidified even more so now. She's saved their life multiple times, and now, yeah, this is the big one. I feel like this is going to be a turning point for the season. Is this mid-season finale? Maybe? It is episode 10. It felt very weighty, so I guess it could be. But I've not counted the episodes, so I don't know how many is actually in the season yet. But yeah, this one definitely felt like a big one. And I'm definitely excited to see how it all pans out. Holy Jesus. Love it. I am going to have to leave it there because I've got to head to the gym right now. But I want to thank you all for watching. I'm hyped even more so after watching this episode, so looking forward to more of this amazing show. And if you did enjoy it, if you could give this video a like, it would help me a lot, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I'd just love to have you. And yeah, a massive shout out to all my members, and a special one to my sponsors in that Mark of Jane tier, keeping the content alive. Thank you so much for all that you do. Until next time though, guys, goodbye for now. Before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dat Pack. And today I've chosen the Martin Scott, and they say, "Is he a father?" And that was quoting myself from my 208 reaction with The Observer. "You noticed how The Observer felt for the girl. Trust yourself. You're often ahead when you think you're behind or missing something. If you hadn't dismissed what you already knew, it wouldn't have seemed unsettling when he said he loved her. I hope you don't let us, the commenters, push or pull you into censoring your thoughts or words. Sometimes being wrong is actually a glimpse into a deeper truth. You were wrong in thinking he was her father, but you were seeing the larger picture, a truth that transcended the details, and that's impressive. Thank you so much. I think with the Observer episode, my gut was, could he be her father? Because everything that he was showing were fatherly traits, but then obviously because he was an observer, I then instantly backtracked and I'm thinking, they don't seem to have families. They seem to be they just seem to be loners and AI type beings. Because I don't technically know the origins of the observers fully yet. But yeah, I do sometimes censor my thoughts, I won't lie. But there is that worry of just coming across extremely stupid. But I've done it multiple times on this channel now, so why I even care, I don't know. I'm in way too deep now. But yeah, I'll try to verbalize things as I see them a bit more. I feel like that's a huge compliment, saying that you think that I'm probably ahead, because a lot of the time I do doubt myself and I think I'm being extremely stupid right now and I'm probably way off base. So yes, thank you for your lovely comment and for watching. As always, I hope you're enjoying them. I really do. And don't forget, guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.